welcome to another episode of This Old Car.
Hey, good morning, YouTubers. Guess what I got on the old pile here? Lots of junk, but specifically, I picked up a used engine for the Honda D17, and unfortunately, this engine looks like it'd been outside for a little bit because I cleaned up the gasket surface and crap like that. But stripped off the intake manifold, exhaust manifold, all the extra stuff, and today we're going to throw it in. So. Saturday, let's see if I can get this done in one day. The car's going to be right there very shortly. Susie and I are going to push it in. So let's get this done. Yeah, the old Civic's been sitting out here for 2 weeks now. And it's time to roll her into the shop. Okay, well here we are. I got the hood off the car. Just makes it a little easier to work on. And really not sure where to start. You'd think I'd know, but I'm not familiar with pulling Honda Civic engines. So we're going to see how this works out. And today I got Eggo waffles and blueberry waffles, I might add, and a coffee. It's time for jug up. So, the major thing that's in the way, this air conditioning line. So I'm hoping we'll be able to scoot our air conditioning compressor over to the side and nicely remove it. Hopefully with the power steering, just disconnect the power steering pump as well and scooch it off to the side, just get rid of all those lines, because I really don't want to discharge the air conditioning system on this car. Once again, this engine has a rod through the block right down there. Maybe I can show you. I actually have a light here, brought to you by Snap-on. And once again, that's the big old hole in the block there. I imagine there's one in the back as well. Just a guess. So we're going to see if we can find any pieces of connecting rod and stuff later. Yeah, so we'll start by disconnecting the battery, and unfortunately that's going to reset our the radio code, because it is a Honda and they do that. Let's actually see. I think this car actually has the owner's manual here. So hopefully the radio code is written in here somewhere. Aha, I found it. So this is my radio code. So if you want to steal my radio, the code is 24533, and we can punch that into the radio there once we reconnect the battery. So that's really the only thing I was worried about when I was going to disconnect the battery. So I might as well leave that out there because I'm going to be using that later. So I don't have that good of a memory. Yeah, so I left the hood over here for now. And I have a whole stack of parts in the trunk of the car. Let me show you. I had a whole bunch of stuff come in the mail the other day. Actually, a friend at work gave me this water pump. This is a water pump for this car, but I actually already have a water pump in this kit from Dayco. Okay, so basically everything on this bench, not including that water pump, you'll see everything I have here, $300. This was $75, timing belt kit, belts, pulleys, cam crank seals, water pump, valve cover gasket set, including the bolt washers and spark plug tube seals. This I got for $11. And under door number 3 here, this is where things get interesting, kids. Exhaust manifold gasket, what I believe is an exhaust manifold gasket. And where's my intake? Oh, maybe that's the intake. I actually don't know. The funny thing I found about this packaging is it's got the big American Eagle on there. And it says made in China. So, way to go, guys. Way to put I don't know, I'm assuming that's an American type eagle. Do they have Japanese eagles or Chinese eagles? If you know, please comment below. And what else? A clutch kit. Everything in there, including the alignment tool. And a nice disc from Exit, ready to go, pressure plate and all. So all that junk's going to be going onto the new engine. So rather than bore you on film by showing me taking things apart and pulling the battery out, there are other YouTube videos you can find out there for how to remove an engine. If you have specific questions, I'll gladly ask them. Answer them, that is. But until then, just stay tuned. Okay, guys, here we go. Engine's looking pretty good here. I've got most of the wiring disconnected. Then I realized, hey, why don't I just pull it off at the engine computer and pull through the firewall. So do that, and a couple mounts left to go. Just gonna pop the axles out as we lift it up. Hopefully clearing the AC compressor, and we'll be golden there, pony boy. Okay guys, things are looking up here, and I got the engine crane sort of situated in front of the old Civic there. I'll show you what we're doing. Yeah, it's looking good. I know this is kind of crap, but I don't actually have pieces of chain to lift it out, so I'm going to use these ratcheting straps, and the capacity should be more than enough if I use at least 3 of those. Ay. So I'm going to try and situate those, and then ready to hoist this mother out. And I've undone the rear mount. It's kind of bunk. I haven't been able to undo. I've undone the bolts that mount the mount. I know it sounds funny, to the back of the engine. And the front mount is off. She's good to go. Left mount has just 1 bolt left. And this one here, as soon as I get it chained up, I'm going to undo the mount. So enough talk, more pull. Oh, a bird's eye view. How's that for a bird's eye view? Caw. Oh, I should almost film from up there. Anyway. Okay guys, let's pull this thing out. I've got it strapped over now with 2 moderately heavy duty straps, and Dad, I know you probably have 4 straps in here, but the way it's located, I can't put too many more straps on there right now due to the area. There's still an intake manifold, lots of sensors and stuff. I don't want to put a strap over that, because when it tightens it's going to bind it up and possibly break stuff. So I've got located 2 points where the power steering pump was mounted, and on top of the transmission. She might come a little cockeyed, or we'll see. I don't know what's going to happen here. Let's try and lift it up. Some people say this is the way of the road. I gotta watch out for my AC compressor. Well, excuse me while I do that. It's coming out pretty straight. Don't really see any issues. I've got it high enough now to a point where I can pull up my axles from the transmission, so I'm just going to hopefully do that. Okay, just made a minor change here as I'm lifting out the engine. The axles don't just fall out nicely. I thought I'd have enough room, so I had to undo the strut from the steering knuckle and then let it hang this way in order to let the axle shafts pull out. I was lazy. I thought I could get away without doing that. I was wrong. So I'm just going to get the camera set up here again, and also watch out once you do that. Unbolt actually your wheel speed sensor. Be a good idea, or the line from the strut anyway. You probably want to really undo your brake line too, but I had just enough room and it's not under tension. Well, not too much tension. Ha. Okay, so let's get this. Dicky. Oh. Forward. Okay guys, round 6. I think I'm on 6 tries by now pulling this out, and it's a tight fit. I don't know what else to suggest. Remove the front motor mount completely, move the rear motor mount completely, actually remove all the motor mounts completely. Seems like a no-brainer, but I thought I could cut corners and leave stuff behind, but there just ain't no room. Watch your AC hose. It's that AC pipe. I knew it was going to be a problem. Oh, there's your baby. Let's see how high this engine crane goes, because I need to clear the front of the car. Oh, yeah. Nothing hanging up. Straightforward stuff. Oh, I'd say. Okay, I think that gives us enough room to clear the front of the car. Let's pull it out. When in doubt, pull it out. Oh yeah, we did. Job done. Okay, guys. So here it is. Here it is in all its glory. Now, I know this is unsafe having it this high, but I just wanted to show you some stuff before I do some stuff. There's our hole. There's our clutch. It's all here, kids. There we go. So that's how I took it out. I left the harness attached to the engine. That's it. We've got a big barren hole there now. Let's get that bird's eye view again. Oh, your birds. Isn't that something? Anyway, I gotta let this down before this gets dangerous. Okay. Alright, the only thing I would have changed when pulling this engine out is my lift points. This, I wouldn't mind if it was centered, so the engine isn't angled like it is now. You can see the angle, right? I would rather lift the engine out straight because the intake manifold came too close too many times to too many things. A lot of twos. This AC line is, there's a lot of words to describe that AC line right there, because it gets in the way. Axles are here. Nothing else really got in the way other than this shift cable. I had to flip that behind and underneath the transmission rather than have it up top and flipped up. But as long as your rad hoses are out of the way, wiring's disconnected, man, this is straightforward. Once again, I just tied it up on this power steering pump mount. And this mount here, which actually works out perfectly. This is on the side at the top of the gearbox here, this point here. I know there's no light, but there it is. So when I install it, I'll try and figure out, I know the obvious place to attach to is here, but if I have it there, my rope's going to be up against this timing cover and I don't want to break it on installation. So, but maybe this is soft enough that it won't damage this, I don't know. I just don't want to risk breaking that, because I could throw that loop over one of these bolts here and put a nut and a washer on there. Who knows? Maybe that's what I'll do anyway. Anyway, gonna have a bite to eat shortly. What kind of adventures we can get up to next. It's going to be removing the transmission from the engine, cleaning up all the everythings, pulling the intake, and get it ready to be swapped over to the other engine. And then on my engine here, I need to do a lot of work. I need to pull the crankshaft bolt, which is awfully tight. I think I'm going to take the oil pan off. I'm probably going to put a 2x4 in the crankshaft. I know it sounds redneck. And then hopefully I can break this crank bolt loose so I can do the timing belt and all that stuff, because I have no idea when it was done. And valve adjustments. I actually have no idea how to do a valve adjustment. If it's like an old Honda with a 10-8 and a screwdriver, I should be able to adjust those if they need adjusting. So I'm going to have to Google that, see if they're hydraulic, non-adjustable, if they're adjustable. Look at that quality filter on there. That's good stuff. Anyway, we're going to put this into 2 videos just because I don't want to make a 29-minute long video. So this is part 1. Thanks for watching on the Civic engine replacement. This has been another episode of This Old Car. This is Noel signing off.